Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yeah. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Off on the natural charge, bon voyage. Yeah, from the home of the Dodger Brooklyn squad. Wu-Tang Killer, bees on the swarm. Rain on your college ass disco dorm. For you to even touch my skill, you gotta go to one killer bee, and he ain't gonna kill now. Chop that down, pass it all around. Lyrics get hard, quick cement to the ground. For any MC in any 52 states, I get psycho. Killer Norman Bates, my producer slam. My flow is like bam, jump on stage, and then I did that. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
I had to take that risk and that leap of faith, and that allowed me to come back to college and be able to do this right now. You know what I'm saying? Which is beautiful.
Perfect. So your debut studio album was called Fly Trap, right?
Yes, sir.
And how did it feel to accomplish having your first studio album? What was that feeling like?
It was a beautiful feeling, man. My first album on iTunes, Spotify, and all types of platforms. It was special for me. You know, I definitely see the difference of when I was in the bedroom and in the studio. You know, the pressure is differently. You sometimes when you're in the studio, you tend to make this business decision because you're on paid time. You know.
Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head like a buffalo. What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go.
All right, Central New York, you tune into the Real Leel Show on this Monday night, February the 11th to be exact, 2019. It's approximately 8:01, and it's time to get this show on the road. So before I get into anything, I need y'all to subscribe to my YouTube channel. This way, y'all can get all the updates because, you know, I got 2 radio shows going on. I got a lot of material that I had over the vacation. As you all know, if you tune in for the first time this season over here at Cortland, during the vacation, it wasn't a vacation. I was out there working on S Street Media. I had all my shows, you know, posted on this. So I gave y'all the 411. I said, you know what? Subscribe to my channel, because you never know what's going to happen with me, because I don't like to stay in one place. You know, I like to get busy. I like to get gigs. I'm into this radio stuff, so definitely check out my YouTube channel. Subscribe at Real Leel Sports, RealLeel Sports. Once again, RealLeel Sports. So you'll get all your latest updates when I do live streams and when I post, you know, these radio shows, because as soon as the show is over, I go right home and then I upload these shows to YouTube. So that's the 411. 607-753-4819 is the number that you're going to call to get in the show. Because I want to know how you feel, how you keep it real. I'm going to be talking sports. I'm going to be talking pop culture. I got a pop culture segment this episode for the last hour of the show. Just full pop culture topics because, you know, we live in the world. We live in America. Stuff goes on every single day. So once again, 607-753-4819 is the number that you want to call to get into the show with me. So without further ado, I think it's time to get into this show right about now. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So my first topic that I'm going to discuss here on the Real Leel Show today is, you know, I'm going to start off with the basketball. Obviously, football season is over. And, you know, basketball, as it so wishes, always seem to have the headlines. You know, when the Super Bowl was going on, you know, the NBA hit you with a trade deadline. They don't like to share. They always like to be in the news. But, you know, football season is over, so they get their wish. Now they fully in bloom in the news. And you have the Lakers, who defeated the 76ers 143 to 120. All right, and I'm going to tell you how impressed I am with the 76ers right now. So, we all know about the trade with Tobias Harris going over there. And at first, I mean, I thought it was a good trade at first. You know, not going to say I'm shocked. But, you know, you got a different guys with different skill sets, different personalities. And they got to gel well together. That's just how it is. That's just the NBA. Sometimes you can have the talent on the roster, but you need to have that conglomerate where you can actually galvanize each other and play good. You know, guys is not worrying about the minutes and worrying about their touches, obviously. But from what I've seen for the games that he played on the 76ers, which is not many, obviously he was just traded there, I'm impressed. I mean, I'm really impressed by this guy. This guy brings the 76ers shooting, because we all know Ben Simmons can't shoot to save his life at all. And it's 2019. He tried to shoot a three-pointer yesterday. Obviously, he was halfway down, in and out. I was shocked. You know, his teammates were shocked. But as long as he can work on that, obviously the 76ers is going to be even more dangerous. But they're already dangerous. Tobias Harris, 22 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. You know, already doing his thing, already making his presence felt on that court. And that's going to be probably one of the key trades among this trade deadline that just passed on Thursday. If you tune into my new radio show with Kenny C in the Huddle, we discussed all the trade deadline moves, and we both gave our, takes on what we thought was the best trade. Obviously, it's a debate show, so, I kind of did agree with him that this Tobias trade was the best trade, but it's a debate show. So, I could still, with my knowledge, go on a different route and make my point very valid, in which I did when I said Mirotic was a good trade for the Bucks, because it is. But in my heart, I know that this Tobias Harris trade is the best trade, because he should have been an all-star this year. Obviously, you got all that talent in the West. Not everybody's going to get their fair share of love. All right, we seen Damian Dime, referring to Damian Lillard here, get snubbed years and years and years, and, till finally he got some recognition last year, because it's in the Western Conference. That's where I won't say all the talent is. Obviously, we got the, stars in the East, but majority of the good teams and the good players are in the Western Conference. So Tobias Harris should have been an all-star. He's all-star caliber. He's showing that he can perform. He's showing that he could be in a new system for about 1 or 2 games and actually know what he's doing. Jimmy Butler, 13 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. He's still trying to figure out his niche on that team. Obviously, I felt like when Embiid came out with, Jimmy Butler, one of them came out first. I believe it was Embiid, about his role on the team. I believe that kind of regressed Jimmy Butler, but I do believe that he has the time to be able to really feel like he could get his minutes in that offense. All right, he's clutch. He can make clutch free throws. He can make clutch shots. And that's something that's going to be very, very, very valuable come playoff time. Joel Embiid. Embiid indeed. 37 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists. I mean, what can I say about this guy? He is the best center in the league right now. I mean, if you want to argue with me, you can go ahead, because you're going to lose. This guy's the real deal. He brings you rebounding. He brings you assists. He brings you shot making. He can make 3-pointers. The only thing I don't like about Joel Embiid, and my friend, shout out to my son Kenny out here, he brought up a great point, and I totally agree with him, is that Joel Embiid sometimes can play very carelessly. When you're that big, when you are known to be injury prone, you cannot be coming down on your legs like that, dunking the ball and not being aware what's under you. Because chances are you're going to tear something. You're going to tear your leg up. You're going to tear your ACL up. He was very injury prone prior to this season. And one thing I don't hear a lot of people talking about is giving him credit for not being injured like that this season. I brought that up too. I'm like, well, we always talked about Joel Embiid not being there, not being available. He's this good player, but he's not available. He's been available this year. And that's one thing that we should commend him on. However, if he keep playing loose, like how he's playing loose, he may get injured some down the road. And I'm not wishing bad on the brother, because I want to see the brother prosper. That's all I want to do with all my brothers out here. It's Black History Month. I got the Bob Marley shirt on, you feel me? But at the end of the day, he got to be very careful when he's going up to dunk the ball and, play to be safe. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you want to do your best for your team. You want to put your body out there on the line. But at the same time, your availability is the key to the team's success. So if you're not there, then it's going to be trouble. But I like this 76ers team. They beat the Lakers team that just came off a fresh victory over the Boston Celtics when Rajon Rondo hit that shot at the buzzer. Obviously upsetting a lot of people over there. A lot of people didn't thought the Lakers was going to win that game. I sure didn't. I thought the Lakers was in disarray because of all those trade deadline, talks, I would say. I thought that, they lose to the Pacers by 42 points. After that, I just thought, it was all over. But I believe that game that they won against the Celtics actually saved their season for the most part. Because now they could show that they have a legitimate team. It's not your Golden States or your OKCs, but it's an average team. Kyle Kuzma is their second best player who sometimes don't show up. But he showed up in this game against the 76ers, posted up 39 points, making his shots. Probably was the best player on the court, you can say. So the thing with this Lakers team is that, these guys is unbelievable. These guys are out here colluding like it's nothing. And I'm going to get into that later on in the show. I believe I have that in the program over here, so I'm going to get into that later. But LeBron James, 18 points, 10 rebounds. JaVale McGee, we all been raving about this acquisition. He's been a very great pickup for the Lakers. Obviously, since he came onto the scene, he wasn't getting no love in Golden State. He came onto the Lakers, and he's performing. Double-double, 21 points, 13 rebounds. If JaVale McGee could play like that, obviously he has his deficiencies, and why you had to get Tyson Chandler over there. But, they playing good. The Lakers, obviously, they lost this game by 23 points. But, I still believe that game that they won against the Celtics kind of saved their franchise. And they know they can win. They know they can go up and actually compete with these good teams in the Western Conference and in the Eastern Conference. In the 76ers side, I believe that they are a top 4 team in the East. Do I put them number 1? Not just yet, because like I said, I want to see everybody gel together. Yes, they got the talent. They got the roster. They have the second best roster in the NBA right now outside of Golden State. So they have the talent. They have the best roster in the East, just not in the West, just not overall. But they're number 2. All right, Tobias Harris, J.J. Redick, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons. Give me that team any day. However, they got to know how to play basketball together because chemistry is almost as important as the talent is in the NBA. All right, you still got the Bucks. You got the Raptors out here making moves. They just signed Jeremy Lin. Obviously, more of a backup point guard role. Van Fleet has been playing good, so I don't even know if he's going to be the backup. He might not be the sixth man, but the Raptors is out here making moves. The Bucks is out here making moves. The Celtics is still struggling. I don't know what's going on with the Celtics. I really don't. You lose to a Lakers team which got decimated by 42 points. With all that talent on your roster, you mean to tell me you lose at home being up by like 15 points? You can't get that job done? It's something going on over there in the Celtics land, and I'm not liking it. Because, trust me, there are a lot of teams in the NBA that are garbage. That we don't even know half their roster. All right? That fans have to literally just deal with the fact that they don't got no stars over there. That deal with the fact that every superstar want to play on a big market like Los Angeles and New York. They don't want to play for the Suns. They don't want to play for the Charlotte Bobcats in North Carolina. It's all about the big market once you start getting big. So it's bad enough they got to deal with that. But it's bad enough that the Celtics have these players that fan bases will rather die for, in Kyrie Irving, Uncle Drew, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Markieff Morris, all these cats, Terry Rozier, Al Horford, Gordon Hayward, all these guys that they have on that team, and they losing to garbage teams with all that hype that they got. All right, people just literally booked their tickets to the finals, all right, saying that they were going to represent the East. As far as I'm concerned, they representing a vacation right now. Because as soon as the season over, they probably going to be on vacation. All right, they probably might get bounced in round 1 or round 2. And the way how the seedings is set up, right now they're in the 4th or 5th spot, I believe. So they more likely might play a 76ers team with all that talent. And they could, in the second round, they could lose. Or the first round, rather. And they could get bumped in the first round. And that would be, we would be talking about the Celtics as the most disappointing team in the NBA in a couple years. So they got to get it together. All right? The 76ers and the Boston Celtics will play tomorrow night, 8 p.m. on a doubleheader on TNT. So we'll see. You know, the Celtics, sometimes they do show up in the big games, but when it comes to the little games, they don't show up. So I'm expecting the Celtics to show up in this game against the 76ers team, who's going to be looking to make a statement like, all right, we here. We got the roster, and we here. We just beat the Celtics. We here. So we're going to see what goes on. But when I come back from commercial, obviously I'm going to play a little song, have a couple commercials, and we're going to dive into some college basketball, some all-star, conversations, and obviously our pop culture topics that we got for the last hour. You tune into the Real Leel Show. Hit up that request line, 607-753-4819. Once again, 607-753-4819. We'll be back after these brief messages. Tune right there, flashlights. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know I bring the music. I bring all that over here to the show. But nevertheless, we're going to get right into it. Duke defeated number 3 Virginia 81-71 on Saturday as R.J. Barrett puts up 26 points. And Zion Williamson, you all know about Zion Williamson, right? All right, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. And I'm going to just give you my reactions. Listen, this is a Duke team with all the stars on it. Obviously, R.J. Barrett and Zion Williamson is probably going to be a top 5 pick in the draft. I'm expecting Zion Williamson to go number 1 because I don't know what organization will be foolish enough to pass up on this brother right here. This brother is a different specimen. This brother is, I don't know, man. This brother is something special to watch. He's going to be one of those once-in-a-lifetime players. And we all know the NBA for his talent. The NBA got talent all across the board. But with this brother right here, Zion, I don't know what it is. Listen, I don't know what it is. They say all things ends in Zion. And I'm pretty sure with this brother, things are going to be beginning with this guy. Because this guy's a different breed. All right? He's remind me of Charles Barkley. Probably going to be, I'm not a prisoner of the moment type of dude. I don't want to say he's going to be better than Charles Barkley. But, hey, somebody said that he was. I won't argue with him. I mean, this brother is crazy. You saw that block on that shot. I know. I don't even got to explain it because I know y'all saw it. If y'all watch SportsCenter. I mean, who does that? Who literally, this was like the Avengers right here. All right? The next movie, the next Avengers sequel after this one coming up, it got to feature Zion Williamson. The Avengers and Zion Williamson, because this brother over here took off like a superhero with that block shot. This brother is going to be something to watch, and I'm hoping, I'm steady hoping, I'm praying that the Knicks, the New York Knicks, land number 1 in the lottery. This way, they can get this brother. Because if they get this brother, obviously he might not be on the team because they might use that pick to get Anthony Davis, which I won't argue with either. Or if Anthony Davis don't go over there, then we take Zion and we build from there. But this guy's a different breed. I also expect R.J. Barrett to go up, too, in the top 5. I do believe that. When you got a guy like Zion on your team, you get overlooked. It happens, obviously, because, you're dealing with him, all the media attention, the media conglomerate, all of that is on this brother. But R.J. Barrett is going to be something special, too. So, we'll see. But, and, when it comes to March Madness, sometimes the best team don't win the championship. Obviously, you don't got a 7-game series. You're one and done. You lose, you go home. That's just how it is. That's just how March Madness works. And, I can't wait for March Madness, too, because I'm definitely trying to get back into that CBS studio like I did a couple years ago when I watched the Final Four with Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith behind the scenes. That was an experience in my life right there. And I'm trying to go back this year. Hopefully, I will be there, and we'll see. But definitely, Duke got a good squad. I expect them to go far in March Madness. Obviously, that's going to be next month because we're in February. But, hey, this dude Zion, let me know how you feel about this cat. 607-753-4819. Dude, should the Knicks get Zion with the first pick? I say hell yeah. But who knows? Who knows? I'm used to surprises. I'm used to people, teams, organizations passing up on star talent where I'm just like, what the hell are you doing? I'm used to it. And I'm used to the Knicks in particular messing things up. They have been messing things up for the last 40 years. All right? It didn't take nowhere to build the ark in 40 years. All right? It didn't take that long. All right? The Knicks really got to get it together. So, hopefully, we lose, which is, hard to say. Obviously, I don't want a team to lose. You should never want to lose. But, hey, you're not going to make the playoffs this year. You might as well lose all your games, fall high in the lottery, get the number 1 pick, all right, and get Zion. like I said in the huddle with Kenny C on Thursday, 6 o'clock, definitely tune into that. I said, listen, I don't want the Knicks to win another game because I want us to be able to make sure we seal that number 1 pick. And I never thought I'd say this because I'm a competitor. You know, I don't want teams to tank, obviously. But, hey, sometimes you got to take a L and take a W. Moving on. D'Angelo Russell is becoming an all-star. He's going to play in the all-star game this weekend as a reserve. D'Lo is the youngest player in NBA history to hit 500 three-pointers. He is averaging 19.8 points, 6.5 assists, 3.7 rebounds a game. And I made this a point on one of my shows previously on S Street Media. I said that D'Angelo Russell is a better player than Lonzo Ball, right? And I said that with, I won't say uncertainty, but I said it with mild confidence. But now, looking at it, I mean, it's a fact. It's a fact. Because obviously we all know D'Angelo Russell was on the Lakers and, they moved on from him. They got Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball has not done nothing to show me that this brother is a superstar or will be. He showed me that he could be an average player, but not a superstar. D'Angelo Russell could be a superstar in the making. This brother is an assassin. All right, he's an assassin. The way how this brother shooting threes, the way how he's pulling up, the way how he's feeling it, I mean, getting his teammates involved, this brother is a superstar in the making. And the Nets got themselves a good star in the making, a good superstar. I believe he's an all-star, so he is a star, obviously. You don't make an all-star team with all that talent in the NBA if you're a bum. So he is a star because you wouldn't be on the game. You wouldn't be in that game with all those superstars that's in the NBA. So I think this brother is going to be good. I'm happy that he got love because, sometimes you are good. Sometimes you perform. Your team obviously isn't top echelon, but you performing, you're balling out, and sometimes you don't get the credit you deserve. I'm still trying to get my credit because I damn sure believe that right now we should be on ESPN. I'm just saying. But, we sometimes get overlooked. Obviously, it takes time to get looked at, and I'm happy that D'Angelo Russell is getting looked at now because this brother is a star. He's a star. I love what he brings to the table. He's hungry. He's ready to learn. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those type of guys that be like, listen, I'm going to stay after the game is over in the gym, and I want to learn. I want to learn from the greats. If you have that mentality that you don't think that, obviously you want to be confident, right? You want to feel that you're the best. But sometimes you got to learn how to listen and watch the others in your business doing what they do and how they're so successful. This way, you can know how to add it to your game. And that's what D'Angelo Russell is doing. He knows to respect the OGs in basketball, basically. And he knows that what he brings to the table, and he's willing to learn, he's willing to stay in the court, he's willing to do what he got to do in order to be the best player, not only for him, but for his teammates. And that's why D'Angelo Russell is going to be a superstar in the making. I'm telling you this right now. This brother is the truth. I'm happy for Brooklyn because I'm from Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Barclays Center. I remember when they was building the building. You know what I'm saying? I used to be rolling right past it. I went to school, Bishop Loughlin, a couple blocks away from the Barclays Center. So just to see a guy like that with potential like that in Brooklyn, put your lighters up, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to go down. Hopefully we do get a marquee free agent along with that. Caris LeVert should be back. I believe he should have been back Friday. He might have been back. But listen, the Nets is going to be the truth. And they're probably going to make the playoffs. Obviously, we don't expect them to go far. But this season alone could set them up for a marquee free agent in 2019. Jimmy Butler, maybe a Kevin Durant. Who knows? I know a lot of Knicks talks with Kevin Durant, but who knows? The Nets, to me, have the roster. They have the talent. You see, with the Knicks, you kind of like taking a chance. You got to basically team up with another star in order to help the Knicks get up. The Nets is going to be a playoff team right now. So you really don't have to take that much of a risk that you would with the Knicks, with the Nets, because the Nets showing that they can make the playoffs without you. Obviously, they're going to make the playoffs this year. And they got D'Lo, who's an all-star. So you go over there, show me where the money's at. The Nets sure got the cap space. But when we come back from this little commercial, I'm getting to some more stuff. Y'all know how we do. I'm going to play another song and the Real Leel Show. It's going to continue to go on. Pop culture topics in the next hour. Yes, sir. Classic Michael Jackson, man. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe the brother died, man. I still can't believe it up to this day, man. I know it's been a long time. I know it's been a couple years, but man, we got to bring back Michael Jackson, man. Please. Like, that dude right there, don't stop till you get enough. You already know. You tune into the Real Leel Show. It's time to get into our next topic before we reach our halftime break until this hour number 2. But the NBA, right? The NBA's investigation. They have an investigation with Simmons and the Lakers contact that may have violated league rules. And as I was going to allude to early in the show, but I saved it for this part of the show, was that the Lakers have been colluding all year. Yes. I know a lot of people, I know when Charles Barkley said it, a lot of people was, what is this guy talking about? But there is a lot of factual statements in what Charles Barkley is saying. The Lakers have been colluding all year. You have players mid-season signing to Clutch Sports with LeBron James, obviously, in LeBron James' pursuit of getting a max free agent over there. You have them having, you have LeBron James taking AD out to dinner. You have all these stuff going on, arriving at, games and this and that. Now you got Ben Simmons mid-year signing with Clutch Sports with LeBron James. The Lakers are desperate right now. They're desperate. Obviously, they wanted another max free agent. Obviously, they was willing to sell their whole team, trade the whole team in order to get Anthony Davis and then fall through. But the Lakers are desperate, and they are colluding. And I do wholeheartedly agree with Charles Barkley. All right? We can say, hey, and y'all could be mad at Charles Barkley all you want, being like he's talking out his head like he do at the time, but he's saying facts. They are colluding right now. All right? And they are that desperate. The Lakers definitely need to have some fines. I mean, not the Lakers. The NBA need to have some fines going out because this is ridiculous. And as a fan of a team, if I'm the 76ers, I'm like, oh, yeah, let's get this investigation going on because I'm not trying to lose Ben Simmons to LeBron James and the Lakers and they're colluding. So if I'm a 76ers fan, which I'm not, but if I was, I'd be upset about this. Like, yes, NBA, do your research, do your investigation, please. All right, because this going to probably continue throughout the year. They have been colluding all year long. Magic Johnson and LeBron James. And it's about time that, I'm going to say, any suspensions. I don't think it's that egregious. But a fine. A little fine here or there. Something to that effect. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But right now, these brothers are colluding. They are colluding right now. But, ladies and gentlemen, 607-753-4819. Once again, 607-753-4819 is the number that you're going to call to get into this show. Hour number 2 will be coming up in 7 minutes. I'm going to play another song, and then we are going to have pop culture topics. There's a lot of things I'm going to get into. Liam Nelson's comments, those controversial comments. I'm going to get into that. Bow Wow, getting beat up. I'm going to comment on that. You also got 21 Savage facing deportation. I'm going to get into that. Ladies and gentlemen, you tune into the Real of the Real Leel Show. Don't go nowhere. Hour number 2, the Real Leel Show starts right about now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. All right. So, basically, 29 years ago from today, Douglas KO's Mike Tyson as a 42-1 underdog, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to be taking some classes right now. This is the Real Leel Show, college version. Obviously, Black History Month. So we taking some classes right now. You know what I'm saying? So, Buster Douglas KO's Mike Tyson as a 42-1 underdog 29 years ago from today. Mike Tyson, who was so used to knocking people out. I mean, when the referee said, let's go, and the bells was like, ding, ding. I mean, Mike Tyson was coming after you. He was like a lion in a cage. He was ready to tear you apart. So, 29 years ago, one day he got knocked out. And for a guy that was so used to knocking people out, he probably thought he knocked the guy out when he got knocked out. Because he was saying in the fight, his corner had to tell him, like, yo, you lost. Brother didn't even know that he lost. He's like, I won? No, brother, you got knocked out. Mike Tyson was one of the greats. That's my dude over there. One of the best boxers in his prime. But, this goes to show you, You know, a message to the people out here. You can overcome the odds. You can always define the odds if you put your mind to it. I mean, nobody thought Buster Douglas was going to win. Vegas damn sure didn't. 42-1 underdog. You know, those people lost money. You know, those people betting in Las Vegas. Like, oh, Mike Tyson, Mike Tyson. You know how many people stopped? You know, at that time, people stopped what they was doing to watch the Mike Tyson fight. All right, at the MG Grand Arena, MGM Grand, that's where it was at. All the stars, all the celebrities were there to see Mike Tyson. And for Mike Tyson to get knocked out and Douglas to be able to be hungry, to be like, like ignore the noise, obviously the disadvantage of the home field, not in his favor, he got the knockout. You know, and he set the blueprint. So this shows you that you can always overcome the odds that was always going to be in your way when you do live in America, when you are, trying to make a name for yourself. There's always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be people doubting you, but you got to realize that, look, I could do it. All right, I don't care who say I can't or how they say I couldn't. I'm going to do it. All right, I had teachers tell me in middle school, all right, and I'm not scared to say this on the show because, this is the Real Leel Show, uncensored Real Leel Show, right? I had teachers tell me that I was going to be searching for my GED. And I got a high school diploma, I had teachers over there in high school too. I will call names, but I ain't going to be that petty. You know what I'm saying? But for those of y'all who know me, who know I was coming up, y'all know who the teachers are. All right? You know the exact teacher. I had this one man asking if I had a father in my life, right? All that. Graduated high school on time. About to graduate college. My own radio shows on 2 networks, 2 platforms. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you can do whatever it is the hell you want to do. Because if I listen to those people along the way, I won't be here right now. I'll be some homeless man on the L train begging for money. But guess what? It didn't work out like that. And that's because I kept my foot in the gas. The message, for all y'all listeners, whatever y'all could be old. Y'all could be 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old in the car right now listening to the show. You still got time to make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. All right, message from the Real Leel Show. We'll be back after these brief messages. 607-753-4819. Take calls. I'm taking calls soon. On my show last year, last season, the Real Leel Show, I believe it was episode 3 or 4. One of those episodes. Jen, how's it going?
Hey.
We back on to talk all things pop culture. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Because that's what we are. We here. 607-753-4819 is a number that you're going to call right now to get into the show. Let me know how you feel and how you keep it real. But as we were just discussing before we came on, right, before we turned on the mics and we was on air and all that, we was discussing how it's so funny how we have Black History Month in February when it literally is like the shortest month of all the 12 months.
Yeah, we were saying it's either we have 28 days or 29.
Exactly.
And 29 with the leap year. So we have to wait an extra 4 years for an extra day. Crazy. It's
crazy. And then on top of that, it's overshadowed by Valentine's Day because everybody's thinking about, oh, I need a Valentine's. Oh, this and that. It's all love in the air when people were getting lynched back then.
We call those distractions.
Distractions, ladies and gentlemen. That's all what it is. Sometimes, it's distractions. You know what I'm saying? You get all these distractions. You got what I call fake beefs. I don't believe all beefs are real. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe all breakups are real. Obviously, you saw last night Cardi B and Offset.
I was shocked because, they had their situation going on and, she was just saying everything about her marriage, being what it is. Don't know what it is, but I saw her, congratulations to her though. I was watching the video of her doing her speech and I'm not even gonna lie, I even got goosebumps. Like, for some reason, I'm not even a Cardi B fan, but like seeing her up there is just like, wow, like, and even if people be like, what are the Grammys though? Like, it's rigged. At the end of the day, like, Cardi B showed you all she had to be was her to get where she needed to be. Like, and then when Offset comes on, I'm just like, oh, okay, all right, we're doing that. And I feel like she just probably did the human thing. Like, love is powerful. Like, everyone does a lot of things for love. So, like, I'm happy for her. She's living her best life. She doesn't have to worry about anything. You know, she's always gonna be talked about. That's the thing. People are always gonna talk about you. Like,
obviously, when you're at the top, you
yeah,
always wanna...
and she's at the top doing what she got to do. And it happened in like a year. It happened literally right in front of our eyes, like in a blink of a second. Like, she won a Grammy, and you know, that was dope. And shout out to her, because her won 2 Grammys too. But yeah, you know, it's just crazy. It's just life.
You know, from shaking her behind
to
holding up.
That's crazy. That's honestly crazy.
That's a good thing out here. You know, we talking positive talks. So what you think about Nicki Minaj? Because obviously you have the Nicki Minaj fans. You have Nicki Minaj, who obviously had beef with Cardi B. And then when Cardi B wins the award, the Nicki fans come out. And what you think about this whole Cardi B and Nicki thing?
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I used to be a Nicki fan. And, you know, I don't know how I feel about her anymore. Like, I don't know if I like her music. I don't know. It's a gray area with Nicki, because sometimes she does do too much, a little too much, and it's just like, Nicki, we get it. You're Nicki Minaj, like, you know, you know, got charts, you know, records, all that. We get it, you know. Humble yourself, sis. And it's just like, her just talking about like Cardi in a sense of like not being together as women, like. They should have been rapping together. They should have been had albums together.
Exactly.
Like, you know, they should have been doing that. But they had one song. What was it?
Motorsport.
Motorsport, yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, I like that song too. And you know,
and it was good. They fit well together.
And then apparently they weren't even on set for the video together. Like, that's, I don't know. To me, that's a little petty. Like, listen, like, it's okay to have another person be on top with you. And being a minority woman at that is just like, listen, sis, like, it's okay. It's okay. So I don't know how I feel about her. Like, you know, she's cool. And then about the whole, her boyfriend is a registered sex offender. I mean, damn. But, man, I don't even know how I feel about her, honestly. And then the whole Cardi B, honestly, Cardi is doing what she needs to do, which is not worrying about what people say about her, because at the end of the day, she always stayed true to herself. That's what got her on top, and we can't even lie about that. Like I said, I'm not even a Cardi B fan, but I literally congratulate her. Like, I got goosebumps. Like, she did her thing. And, you know, people are saying, oh, Nicki never got a Grammy. Well,
I mean, Nicki, you see, I'm with you. I don't know what to feel, because there's some part of me that, you know, want to be like, yo, Nicki, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know, you've been on top for how long? There was nobody touching Nicki. When Nicki was in her reign, nobody was close. She was winning award after award. It was Nicki, And then finally she gets some competition. It's just like...
and then the thing is, some people expected that from her, but some people didn't. We were like, yo, what happened to the strong women? Like, you know, the whole movement. Now, that's all gone. Like, that's all in the garbage. Like,
but I will say this, and, you know, this is to Nicki's defense. And I always brought this up. I brought this up to Professor Griff from Public Enemy when I interviewed him. And he tends to agree. When you look at history in hip-hop, you know, throughout the history of hip-hop, there really haven't been women at the same time popping. Mm-hmm. You know, you had your Roxanne's, you know, your MC Lights. Obviously, at that time, it was more lenient. But, like, you had Little Kim. It was Little Kim by herself. Foxy Brown by herself. And then you had the Nicki Minaj. So it's almost like it's a cycle when it comes to like women in hip hop, where, you know, one is just popping at one time for whatever reason. With all these talented artists that are females, it just seemed to be only one popping at once. And I'm not saying because they're not good. It's just set up that way. It's just one popping female, and then when they're two, it's almost like they got a beef. It's almost like, yo.
And honestly, I feel like they didn't even create the beef. The fans did. Like, for some reason, in human nature, we always think something is a competition. Like, I don't understand that, especially in the minority group.
Oh, like, yeah, you could say that again.
Like, it's sad, because it's just like, we're the same. What are we competing for?
Exactly.
Like, what's the prize? Like, what? And I don't understand it. And it happens even in front of our eyes. Like, even like with Friends, like, everyone for some reason has the same problem with Friends, and we have to worry about our friends not caring about this, or like sneak dissing and all of that. For some reason, it's a common thing in our minority like culture, and I need to know why. Like, why do we feel like we need to compete at all times. Like, why can't we maybe compete together against the real enemy? Like, I don't understand that, and it's just mind-boggling to me. And I wanted to say one comment about the women thing. I'm not even gonna lie, Nicki kind of paved the way for certain rappers. Iggy, and then who wanted to come out? What's that girl's name?
It's a lot. You got Iggy.
What's that girl's name? The one she be bugging out sometimes.
Who, Miley or something like that?
No,
Not
no.
Miley.
She's black and she always has something to say about someone. Azalea Banks.
Oh, her, yeah.
Yeah, you know, and then Cardi, you know. I feel like
she started the whole
Nicki
wave.
paved the whole color yellow. I mean, Little Kim too, but Nicki did pay her homage to her. I remember people like saying that she did, but it's just like I know, like sometimes I feel like the beef created because of the fans. People were like, "Oh, Nicki is copying Kim." Da da da. All right, listen. History always repeats itself. So Nicki loved Little Kim too. So like, obviously she's gonna feel like, you know, my favorite rapper did this. Let me see if I could do it. Maybe the way she went about it looked like she was copying her. But I feel like social media created that whole Little Kim Nicki beef. Like,
I would say this. This is a question for you. What if, right, as the point I just made and the points you was making about females being hot at once, what if Nicki's key to relevance is to start these beefs? What if she knows that her time may be a little bit fading and Cardi B's on top? What if she believes that, all right, if I start a beef with Cardi B, that would be my only relevance to the hip-hop community?
That's sad. That's sad. Like, why do you need a beef? Like, why are you causing problems? There's no problems. Like, we're both good. Let's be powerful together.
And make music.
And make music. Women. Like, you doing all this beef, it doesn't look good. And, of course, her fans are going to back her up, because that's what fans do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we look kind of dumb, you know, standing up for someone that don't even know us. And half the time she might just even look at us like as peasants. Because, you know, celebrities, you know, they get in their little world and the poor people and I have money and all of that. At the end of the day, we're all human beings. Like, how are you as a person? Like, behind closed doors, like, what are you? Like, are you a person?
I never understood that. Why when celebrities get big, they all of a sudden... I know you work in Hollywood. That don't mean you have to act Hollywood. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, unread messages. They just feel like they're untouchable. You know what I'm saying?
And I get it. You have money. We get it. What if you didn't have money?
Exactly. You was one of those people back then trying to get put on.
Like, humble. Just humble.
I mean, Kendrick Lamar said it. Be humble.
Be humble.
That's how it's supposed to be. And, you know... Alright, so my next topic here is Liam Neeson. He made some comments, and I'm gonna explain what those comments were for people that, you know, didn't hear it. So basically, he was being interviewed, and he reported about a time where his best friend, who was a female, was raped. You know, and he asked her, "Who raped you?" And you know, she said a black guy. Or I don't know if he asked her specifically it was a black guy or not.
Was it confirmed that it was rape?
It was confirmed that was rape. It was confirmed that the person was black. So Liam Neeson went on to say he was looking for any black person that he saw that night, and he was going to kill him.
Well, that's what the world has come to now. They're being blatant about it. They're like, yo, you're black, I want to kill you.
My thing is, and it's funny. Like, it's really funny. I'm very upset at the people that are coming out and supporting this cat, that are black, that are black, that literally are saying, you know, he have a right to say what he want to say, you know, this and that. Like, I've been surprised that there are actually some people who are known to be quote unquote conscious people, you know, that you look up to in certain situations to see what they got to say. These people, you know, or I'm not gonna say any names, but they really seem to be in favor of this guy's opinion. My thing is, if this was a dog, I mean, I know dogs can't rape, but if it was a daggone dog that raped this girl, you mean to tell me this brother would have been going out looking for all the dogs, and he would have been in jail? Because, you know, dogs is very precious. Dogs, sadly to say, but some dogs seem to have more worth than quote-unquote colored people.
I was going to say, we could look at it a different way. Maybe the black people are not seeing color. Maybe they're seeing a person raped this girl and he should be killed. Now, I feel like a conscious black person would be like,
any random boy you see across the street.
Like,
what if I wanted to go out for a jog and I happen to be around this neighborhood? I want to, let me go out for a jog. Not that I jog out at nighttime. I'm not that stupid. We live in the hood, East New York, all day. I'm not going to do that. But, if I lived in a good neighborhood and I was like, let me go out for a jog, 10 o'clock. And, something happened to me because I had nothing to do with it. I just wanted to go out for a jog. That's when it becomes dangerous. Yeah. And that's when that's literally modern day Jim Crow. Because that's what used to happen back then.
Yeah.
Guys used to be roaming the street and never know if they was going to make it home.
Yeah, like I said, history is repeating itself. And, like, I feel like the fact that, thank God for social media, too, because, there are pros and cons. Thank God that everything is out in the open now. We can search up anything and find anything. Like, their awareness, Black Lives Matter, all of this, police brutality. We know everything. So, like, we have the power to change this. I don't know how. Like I said last time, I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I feel like we have the power, and it's sad to say, like, some people don't even care, like, about what's really, really going on. Like, there's a war out there. Like, there's a whole war out there, and some people want to be oblivious and be like, well, it's not gonna involve me anytime soon. Yeah, it's gonna involve you one day when you get up.
Since you was born.
When you wake
since
up.
Since you came out your mama's stomach and you build like brown, it involved you. Because that's just what it is. It's going to involve you when you wake up one morning and you're going to go get a coffee and you get shot because you're black. Like, you get shot because you're black. And it's sad. Like, it's sad. I didn't even know about that, Liam. When did this happen? This happened a couple weeks ago. Not weeks ago. Yeah. A couple days ago, actually. A couple days ago. And it's been circulating on the news. People, he went on NBC or one of those Good Morning America shows and said he's not a racist. And to some degree... to some degree, and I'm not trying to give this brother any type of real leeway here, because I'm about to put this brother on blast again. But to his, I would say that, for a little bit of leeway, right? I mean, people could change over time. You have people, like, for example, that probably made tweets that were racist. Mm-hmm. And they happen to grow up and get, meet people in the world that they were racist against, and actually be like, these people are not bad after all. Because you got to realize people are raised with certain values. People are telling them certain things, so they might have that perception. Everything that you get in this world is causing you to think of that perception. So maybe he could have been racist at that time, and he got into his acting career, worked with a couple blacks, and realized, I was wrong. But still, at the end of the day, that's still one of the things. You shouldn't,
even say something like that.
You shouldn't even say something. Why do you even bring it up? You know what I'm saying? Why even bring it up? Just don't even bring it up.
You're mad. You're mad.
Exactly.
Don't put killing in this.
Exactly. What happened? What happened to jumping people? I mean, I know that's harsh too, but I mean, I'd rather, if somebody gave me an option to jump me or kill me, jump me. Sure, I'm all for it.
Kill me.
Can I help? You know what I'm saying? Like, but what happened to that? What happened to that? Everybody wanna, kill. You step on my shoes? All right, it's time for you to go. Mm-hmm. Like, it's crazy. And Spike Lee, shout out to this brother. Mm-hmm. He went on interviews expressing how he felt about it, very appalled about it. He refuses to cast Liam Neeson in any of his movies from now on. He said he's not going to cast his brother, and I totally agree. At least Spike Lee knows. You have other people that just literally like dismissive of it, or like kind of like siding with this guy, and I'm just like, how can you side with that?
Yeah, that's not okay to say. Something like that is not okay, especially with people that are very, very, very touchy about the whole, race, situation going on. Like, it's not okay.
I don't even care if this brother was playing character in real life, like we know about the Taken movies, and he was trying to put on that persona. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? As you have to realize the value of life in somebody's life. Mm-hmm. Somebody that you could have been out there on the street trying to get revenge for your friend that had nothing to do with the situation. You take their life, they family have to take on that responsibility of losing somebody that had nothing to do with the situation. But people don't think like that. People are one-sided. People are selfish. People don't really think about other people at all. It's just like a me, I type of world that we live in, and this is just another example of that.
For themselves.
But when we come back from a very quick commercial break, 3 minutes long in duration, we are going to get into some more pop culture stuff. 21 Savage, obviously, there's a lot of news circulating with him and much more. Be right back. Okay, we are back from commercial. This is the Real Leel Show here in Central New York. Definitely get into the action. 607-753-4819. Once again, 607-753-4819 is a number that you want to call to get into this show. And we just started getting into a lot of stuff. We was talking about Liam Nelson and his comments that he made. And it's time to get into some 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously there's a lot of things going on. So me and my guest Jen over here, we're going to give y'all our reactions and our thoughts to 21 Savage possibly being deported from America. All right. So in my estimation, I'm going to start this off. There's so many people, you know, till this day, right? In the words of Deontay Wilder, till this day, that are still getting deported and mistreated and separated from their family. And it's just crazy how all these things is going on. And obviously we know about Trump and the wall that this brother is trying to build. I don't know how the hell you gonna do that, but you know, it's just so much things going on. And I just have one question: why now? Just why now? I mean,
look, it's simple. We're woke now. We're woke. Like, we know what it is now, and like now it, like we said, it seems dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, just watching the A Lot video. Of course, they're gonna be mad about that. Of course, a so-called rapper that only supposed to be talking about drugs or he's woke. Nope, he gotta go. He has to go, and it's just like, sorry that we're now realizing our worth, and it's not the past no more though. Like this is we're trying to do a different approach. We're trying to get everybody on board. So if that means using a rapper that is supposedly talking about drugs and girls and everything, why not use a rapper and have him be the person to tell the younger people? Because nowadays, you know, that's all we listen to is rap, you know, and all of that R&B. Like, I think it's good that 21 Savage is doing what he's doing, because young people listen to him, and then of course when the video drops, they're gonna like, what is that? And then they're gonna start to wonder, wait, what's going on? Especially if you're young, like you want to know
where's the drugs at?
Yeah.
Where's all the guns at and all that? What's going on here?
Like, why the men are in suits?
Yeah, what's up, 21 Savage? What's going on over here? I don't know this. Is this 21 Savage?
Exactly. So it's because we're woke. We're woke now. So it's lit. I'm ready for this war.
It's just like, you know, when this brother, like you said, was rapping about, you know, all this other stuff, materialistic stuff. So I got yams in my bank account, all that. Mm-hmm. It was no issues. When brothers drop like videos like that, and all of a sudden he overstayed his visa.
All of a sudden. How long was 21 Savage out? I mean, maybe not for that long, but long enough that people know who he is and his fan base to be so great to the point where now it's stirring controversy. Oh, sorry.
I would say this, you know, and I want to shout out to, you know, those other people out there that are going through the same situations, that actually want to provide for their family. Obviously, America gives them the best chance to do so, that are being separated, you know, because there's people to this day that are being separated from their family. And they don't get the type of media coverage that, you know, per se 21 Savage is getting. So, you know, I want to, you know, give my condolences and shout out to those people. Obviously, we don't know because they don't promote it like that.
They're not.
You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that this stuff is going on. It's sad that, you know, they'll be locked away in cages. Just like... Literally
in cages, like, it's concentration camps. Like, wow.
Like,
really?
That's like, crazy. It's really crazy. But I hope that, you know, Jay-Z is obviously, he's trying to do something. He's trying to raise enough money, you know, for him to get the best lawyers in town. You know, Rot Nation, all that. We'll see. You know, it's good to see a brother helping out a brother. That's what we need more of, and we don't get it. That's why we are what we are, and that's why we low where we are at, because we, ladies and gentlemen, I hope my YouTube channel don't get shut out after this, because I'm about to lay some gyms right now.
Oh, man.
But this is factual. And since we got into it, I'm just get into it. We like to complain about quote unquote white privilege, right? A lot, which it does exist. However, if we don't support each other, we actually supporting the same thing we complaining about. If I don't support my fellow brother, my fellow brother don't support me. The reason why things can last so long is because there are things that are in place for it to last long.
Foundation.
You know, foundations. And we don't have that foundation. And that's why we're going to sit here and complain for years to come, because we don't want to, you look at me the wrong way or meet me outside. Stuff like that. That's not going to get us nowhere. So until, we actually take a page out of Jay-Z's book and, donate money and help each other. It don't gotta be money, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just help the fellow brother next to you that is struggling out. We ain't never gonna get nowhere.
It goes back with the competition we were talking about. Like, why do we feel the need to compete? Like, we need to just stick together, because, to be honest, it's not a lot of love out there for us. We gotta love each other, and that's where it starts.
We gotta love ourselves and each other.
Exactly.
And it's crazy. I did saw a picture on social media with all the BS, quote unquote, that social media brings and all the stuff that you see that, obviously is a bunch of junk. There's some stuff that comes out that is actually, good information.
Positive outcomes.
I saw a picture of, I believe it was, people in a picture, and they were climbing a tree. You had 2 black people climbing one tree and 2 black people behind them. 2 white people climbing one tree, and that the one on the right was pushing each other up, and the one was bringing each other down on the left. And that shows you, that pretty much sums up what it is like right now in the community. You know what I'm saying?
I hope we get better. I hope the people out there, that are listening, get inspired. Spread the love, support each other. Like, we don't need to be fighting. They already see us as criminals. Why are we showing them, giving them what they want? We need to just be kings and queens again, because we did it before. Do it again.
Exactly. Shout out to 21 Savage. I really hope that the outcome comes great for the guy.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the guy, because I'm one of those people. I'm not really a big fan of mumble rap, so when I hear these mumble rappers, I'll be like, oh, this cat, da da da. When stuff like that happen, I put all that to the side.
Yeah.
Man. It's all about a person's well-being. You know what I'm saying?
The
principle. You know what I'm saying?
Being.
So we'll see what happens with that situation. But that's just to show you, this is America.
Yeah.
Basically.
Wow.
But another pop culture topic that's in news right now is that picture that surfaced of Bow Wow as he was bruised up, as he gets attacked by his girlfriend. But social media is having a field day.
They are.
And I want to know from a female's perspective of this type of situation. Because, if it was the other way around, Bow Wow probably wouldn't have made it that long. I mean, his career would have been tarnished. We all know about Chris Brown and Rihanna, how it took Chris Brown, a guy that was at the top with all his classic albums as a young guy, how it brought him down. Thankfully, he was able to get back up, but he still wouldn't be up.
Yeah.
Because, I thought that he could have been compared to Michael Jackson. Obviously, nobody's better than Michael Jackson. But he was, to me, the closest thing.
No, he was there.
And with that situation, he could never beat that. So, it was the other way around for a different outcome. What's your thoughts on
I'm not even going to lie to you. I used to be in love with Bow Wow. Everyone knows that. Little me, Jen loved Bow Wow. So when I seen the situation happen, automatically I was just like, "Ah, man, what did she do for him to start bugging out on her like that?" I'm not saying I agree with the woman beating and all of that, but sometimes the woman is the problem. And I'm saying that as a woman. Sometimes we provoke men to somehow maybe put hands on us. And I feel like women, we're smart. We're smart. We know what we do. We know sometimes if we get in our man's face, we know that he might slap us, but we can always hit the line, oh, but he hit me. And then we can always play the victim. I do not condone that. If you are a woman and you know what you're doing, you need to stop. Men, especially with Bow Wow, he went through a lot. Like I was watching, there's a show out there that he's in. I don't know what, it's something about hip hop. Like
I definitely gotta check that out.
he's like, it's like a reality show. Like, and it's out like right now, and it shows like the progress of Bow Wow. Like he goes through a lot, and especially being a he grew up in the, you know, the rap, the whole Hollywood. He was young. He didn't have time to be a boy. Like he didn't have. This is my opinion though. I feel like he didn't have the time to become a man. Like at the age of, what was it? When did he start rapping? Like 4?
Yeah, it was young.
He was already a star. He was already a star. So the pressure, it was always on him. Like, and I felt like he had different outlets. So like the drinking, because apparently he has a drinking problem, and you know, I hope he really gets help for that. But he has a drinking problem, and like I just feel like, especially in the whole case of a man and woman and domestic violence, like it's always with the black man that they always have to like somehow have him be like the suspect. Like, listen, we women, we know what we do, and it's just, I don't know, that situation. I seen the video, and you know, he was in her face, but if you are like, if I was a man and I have a lady, I would expect my lady to try to help me and not fight with me. Like, I would not want to fight. And as a woman speaking up, I would not want to fight with my man. Like, if I know that my man has a drinking problem, if I know that he can get mad and it can get ugly, why am I still in his face? Why am I putting hands on you? Like, like, trust me, men, like, he will get to the point where he will hit you. And you will feel bad because at the end of the day, you kind of started it. And like I said, I do not condone women. I mean, like the domestic, I don't condone that at all. But like, it's just, that's how we are. Like, that's how we are. And it's just like, oh man, like, I don't know how, it's a gray area because, like I said, like, his face was really like,
yeah, he almost looked like Rihanna.
Yeah, he looked like the Rihanna, and her face is nothing. There was nothing on her face. Like, I don't know. I
mean, when it comes to guys, it's domestic violence, but when it comes to females, it's domestic silence.
Wow, that was good. I didn't even know you had that.
I mean,
you made that up?
I just, you know, that's what I do. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes me the radio personality. You feel me? Nah, but it's just how it is, and we all, as people, individually, have strengths that we are born with, or should I say privileges, right? We all know about males, black males in particular, our privilege. We're more athletes. We can, you know, do a lot of athletic stuff. Obviously, we know about white privilege. Obviously,
you know, women can do it too, but you know.
Yeah, women, of course. You know what I'm saying? And women, y'all have y'all privilege, obviously. A lot of women could call rape on a guy, and then the brother's taken out, he's in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And male in general have physical genes that they were born with. Obviously, they were born into having a privilege over females. Mm-hmm. So everybody have their own privilege. But, you know, when it comes to using your own privilege, it feels like people abuse their own privilege.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It feels like in all aspects, people just abuse the privilege that they got. They say, okay, I'm born with it. You know, I'm in America. This is what I have. So I'm going to abuse it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know what? If I like this guy, this brother don't like me back, I'm going to say rape. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or vice versa. Because I'm physical, I got, you know, I'm bulky or whatever. I know a girl, if I hit a girl, obviously, she, you know, probably depend, because you have some girls that can fight out there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know, but she probably won't be able to do nothing. Mm-hmm. So we all, to some degree, as people, men and female, different color, we have privileges, and we seem to always just use our privilege to our advantage by hurting other people at the same time. Mm-hmm. So that's just how it is. But moving on, Gucci. What you think about the Gucci blackface scandal? Obviously, Gucci had, you know, they releasing some stuff with the blackface scandal, and you know, people, you know, that I know of, especially in my community, are spending money on Gucci belts and all that stuff, materialistic things. What do you think about this? Like, should people boycott it? People have a right to spend the money however they want to spend the money. Like, what's going on?
To be honest, at this point, we should see, it's clear as day. They're not for us. They're being blatant about it now. Like, blackface really Like even I was just watching the video. Ti was telling us we should what like not even wear it.
Yeah, we should not wear
Honestly,
it. Honestly,
yeah.
shout out to T.I.
Cancel it. Yeah, let's just cancel it. Cancel Gucci. We need to care about ourselves more.
Yeah.
As people, and to be specific, as black people, like we have to care about ourselves more, because if we show them that we care about ourselves more, they might not be so comfortable in being blatant about a brand that they know that we wear most of the time. Like they should have no reason to do that.
It reminds me of the H&M situation. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of the H&M situation.
Yeah,
With the coolest monkey in the jungle thing. Because
like H&M knew what they were
first of all,
doing.
H&M, though they do have some nice stuff here and there, I mean, it's something that I won't have to die going to the store and wearing after seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was in the city. Matter of fact, I was downtown Brooklyn. One of my friends shortly after that controversy, and I remember seeing that mall packed, that H&M packed with black people. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm like, dang, I mean, if you gonna buy, at least give it some time, digest what's going on, and then, give it some thought. Now I'm going to H&M. Yeah, I know, brother. Yeah, that's crazy. Cool. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, well, I gotta go to H&M tomorrow anyway. I gotta pick up some gray sweatpants. That's just how it is.
Honestly, we just need to support black-owned businesses.
Yeah.
Let's try to start doing that. And we can start by people purchasing Fame and Fortune. Fame and Fortune, shout out to my bro Taj. You can follow him at triggataj FS.
Mm-hmm. So you got a business?
Yeah, FS triggataj underscore.
I'm happy. See, we talked about black on black support. I'm gonna definitely get Taj on here in a few minutes. Let him promote his business.
Facts. You could come on the mic, bro.
But before we get into that, I just like we was alluding to, this is just crazy. Just how
yeah, they're being so blatant about it. Yeah, we should listen to T.I.
Same thing with the Jordans. Same thing with the Jordans, killing each other for the Jordans.
Yeah, we need to stop. We just need to stop. Like, maybe it's not easy for some people, but, for the people out there with good hearts, encourage people, and we should start with ourselves, love ourselves first, and then start loving other people and start supporting and stop trying to compete. Because, like I said, competition, friendly competition is cool. But if we're competing in life, we're both not going to win.
Listen, if you're not playing basketball, if you're not playing football, if you're not playing soccer, whatever the hell you're playing, if you're not playing that, then you don't need to compete.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. If you're not playing a sport and getting paid for it, I mean, whether you get paid for it or not, but if you're not playing the sport, you don't need to compete. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it should be. But your thoughts, cause I remember the last time I had you on the show, we talked about Colin Kaepernick and everything he did with his political stance. Mm-hmm. What do you make of a few things here? Two-part question. Travis Scott taking that performance, because there's some people, which I won't knock them for how they explain it. Like I interviewed CJ Fly at the Five Mic Festival, and he said he would have taken that gig because he always dreamt about it. He would have protested in it, but this was something that he wanted to do, and he supports the movement. But for his career satisfaction, for his being there, wanting to do this, he would have took the deal and probably took a knee after what he did. So, do you have a problem with Travis Scott taking that performance, or do you agree that it's an opportunity?
Performance
at the Super Bowl halftime show? Because people turned it down. A lot of people turned it down. Rihanna, Cardi B, a couple other people, they turned it down. They was like, listen, I'm gonna support Kaepernick.
To be honest, I did not watch the Super Bowl. For some reason, a lot
of people didn't.
Yeah.
Because of the Kaepernick situation.
Oh, not even. I just didn't watch it because I didn't have the time to. But it wasn't really. People weren't really talking about it like that. Like, it wasn't. I forgot that the Super Bowl was happening.
And that's because the ratings also was at a 10-year low.
Oh.
And a lot of it had to do with the Colin Kaepernick situation. People boycotting it and not watching it. Like, Nick Cannon went on Randy Williams and said he was not going to watch it because he was in support of his brother. He was actually with Colin Kaepernick.
Okay. All right. I can see why people would not support it. I mean, with Travis Scott, I hope he did it.
Yeah, he did it.
And how was it?
I mean, I heard it was garbage. At that time, I was, I had my stomach was doing the shimmy shim, so I was, I was handling my business.
Oh, okay.
So I missed the whole halftime.
Well, I felt like if Travis was smart, he would have used that platform to promote what we're trying to tell everyone. Since I know we're still watching the Super Bowl, but for the people watching, hey, listen, a lot of people denied it, but I'm gonna be the strong one to be out here in front of people that probably would never support me, but I'm gonna still show them that we are still alive and we still are here and we're never going anywhere. He should have used his platform, and I hope he. I mean, you're saying that the performance was garbage, but
Yeah, I don't think he did no political stance.
oh, I was gonna say, he probably should have did that to be petty. You asked me to do this. We're gonna give you what the people really, really want, to see who is going to be that person to even stand up to what we're trying to do. I mean, Colin Kaepernick started it. Why can't we finish it?
And since it's Black History Month, it's the perfect time to have this type of episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect time to give credit where credit's due. Obviously, we can go down a list of Black people. From the Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolm X's, to the Fred Hamiltons, to all those people, Harriet, to all those people that paved the way. Obviously, we can have a whole show dedicated just to that. But this is why I commend Colin Kaepernick, because not a lot of people will sacrifice what they doing for the betterment of people when you think about it. Travis Scott did not turn down that deal. A lot of people wouldn't have turned down that deal. I didn't even turn down watching the Super Bowl because my team was playing. A lot of people would not sacrifice something that they love doing every single day, that they work hard doing, that they work hard to get, and he did that.
Honestly, I commend him.
Because
there are a lot of selfish people out there too. So he took a knee, and after that it changed his life, and I feel like it changed it for the better. Now people see how human he can be. Athletes are human too. But people forget that. Listen, majority of these football teams, Black.
There you go.
Majority.
There you go.
So listen, we're human too. I know you love us because we make your city look good, and then we make your team look good. We also make the white man look good too. But at the end of the day, we're still human, right? We have feelings. I'm not an athlete, but I can talk from an athlete's point of view because I work with a football team. But they have feelings, and
oh yeah,
they tackle each other, and they bump heads and everything, but behind them helmets, is a soul. We're humans.
Yeah,
So
humans.
I commend Kaepernick 100% because, like you said, a lot of people would not do that, and Kaepernick is the GOAT for that. He's the GOAT.
Exactly. But I'm gonna have your friend Taj over here
Triggataj,
promote his business real quick for the Central New Yorkers out here, and that's exactly what I'm going to get more into doing out here, having people promote their business, promote their stuff, obviously, as we are on the way of trying to be successful, because that's what we want to do out here, and that's what that's why we here. At the end of the day, is to chase the goal that we have and to do what we got to do out here. So Taj, how's it going? How you feeling on this Monday night?
How you doing? I'm feeling pretty good tonight.
That's good. So you have a business going on, and
yes,
you could explain a lot about the business that you got going on and what it's about.
All right, so I have a clothing line right now. It's called Fame and Fortune. You can search it up on Instagram at FAS Fashion. We have luxury tracksuits, hoodies, T-shirts, everything. We done had people like Jaylen Brown, Fatboy SSE, a whole bunch of people. They just promote us. DK, a whole bunch of social media influencers, just everybody. We just spreading it out there, just trying to get everybody. Definitely it doesn't really matter who supports us, but we're a Black-owned business, so we mostly try to get the Black people to support us mostly. Definitely.
But feel free, you're welcome, everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody's
we
welcome.
Want everybody to buy it, but we try to get the Black dollar because we fund that Black dollar back into the Black neighborhoods, and that's really what you need. We had a toy drive on Christmas. We really put our dollars back into the community, like these big high-end brands don't.
So what made you want to start your own clothing line? What went into thought, I'm gonna start my own clothing line?
When I was younger, I always paid attention to what I wore. Definitely going to school. When you get up, when you get them fresh sneakers, you go to the pencil sharpener. People looking at what you got on. So I'm like, yo, why not just make my own clothing line? I'm wearing all these other people's stuff. I have a dream. I have something that I really want to build, and I want to make. And I just got my cousin because he has the money, so he got on board. And he was like, yo, I'm going to fund it if it's really your dream. And I told him, it's really my dream. That's what I really want to do.
And obviously what me and Jen just talked about the the black face, obviously, by you starting your own business, you won't even have those issues.
Nah, definitely.
Because it is black owned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the only face on that thing is really black because y'all own it.
Yeah.
So it's nobody making fun of a situation. None of that. It's a black owned business. So how did you get Fat Boy, SSE, and Jalen Brown? How did they got into that?
All right, so my cousin, he manages Fat Boy. He's co-CEO of Fat Boy, SSE, like Fat Boy gang. It's really not one person, it's really a gang. So, you know, he manages him and he goes all around with him. So whenever he meet like famous people, we always tell him like, yo, fame and fortune, like y'all need to get in tune. So Fat Boy, he always throws it up on his Instagram. He threw us up last night because we just dropped hoodies last Friday. We just dropped 5 new hoodies to expand our new winter line. So he posted us. So whenever they look on Fat Boy page, you can look on Fat Boy page right now. You'll see Fame and Fortune.
So, and how did you get Jalen Brown?
Jalen Brown, oh, my cousin, he always goes to Boston Celtics games. He's a big fan. They know Kyrie. So one day
The earth is not flat, ladies and gentlemen.
They was just chopping it up, and he told Jalen like, yo, you should rock some of our stuff. He was like, all right, just send it out. We just sent him a whole package like, yo, rock it. You know, maybe he might get interviewed after a game. He might see our stuff on TNT.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. If I could definitely get Jalen Brown in one of my shows in New York City, that'd be dope.
Nah,
But that's valid that, you know, you out here working and promoting your business. So what goes into investing? Because a lot of people, they have these dreams, they have these goals, they have these great thoughts in their mind, but they might not necessarily have the money. Obviously, you had help along the way. But what goes into like, all right, I know I'm about to invest all this money into this project, or ask somebody to help me, or like partnership into investing into this. Like, what goes in that? Confidence? Would you say confidence that you know it could blow up, or just taking that risk?
It's really just a risk, because sometimes you never really know who's gonna buy like what. Like, you may drop a shirt and somebody may be like, nah, I don't want that. Like, I want another color. So like everything is really a risk. Like, it was one time where this summer we dropped 2 new we dropped shorts and we dropped t-shirts, and we didn't really know if they were gonna sell. Like, we spent thousands of dollars for 50 of them in each color, and it's like, damn, who's really gonna buy this? Like, and then when we started posting it, like, people really started like banging with it. They're like, oh, we need that. We're like, okay. Like, sometimes with the risk comes a reward, and like being in the fashion industry, like, you gotta understand that like sometimes people, they may not like your stuff, but it's as long as you have that confidence to wear it, like your clothes, like it's a Gucci or a Louis, people's going to bang with it regardless, and that's how we rock.
So where you from?
I'm originally from Newark, New Jersey, but when I was 13, I moved to New Rochelle, New York. So shout out to both.
Yeah, I remember New Rochelle. I used to go to Monroe.
Monroe,
yeah,
okay.
I went over there. I transferred out of that school. I mean, I only got bad things. I don't come in here and say bad things about the school, but you know, I had to get this career flowing in the right direction, so I had to leave over there. But so you in New Rochelle. So how do you go to the city and kind of like promote your things over there, try to get some city people, because the city is kind of where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
All the fashion, all the stores over there. Have you ever tried? Do you ever think about doing that? Like just going out there, having like a little flea market, I would say, where you sell your stuff and you have people pay for it? Or
I've thought about doing that, but it's like we kind of don't want to be like everybody. And when you go like to Soho and places like that, you kind of see everybody in the same 5 brands, like Supreme, Off-White, you know,
all that.
yeah, like we try to do something different. Like, so like most of like anytime that you see any of our gear, like you'll see it on Instagram, or you might just see somebody walking around your town or your school wearing it. Like, that's basically how we do.
So once again, for the people that's listening that probably now tuning in, how could they reach you, or how could they, you know, see some of your products?
Okay, so like I said, we have the Instagram faf.fashion, and also you can reach me at fs_triggataj on Instagram. Both we always post every day. We post.
That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Push it out
we're
every
big
single
on
day.
marketing. We're very big on marketing our brand because we want it to get out to everybody. We even had people in France wearing our stuff in Canada. Like, it's big, like how we doing our marketing thing, and you can find me on both of those.
That's what's up, man. Definitely go give him a follow. Definitely give him a look, and you know, cop it. Like I say, support the business, support the black-owned business, because that's what we're here to do. We, you know, I don't mind supporting anybody that support me, but definitely got to support the black businesses because we need it. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for being on this show. It was a pleasure having you. And definitely next week, just to let y'all know, the Real Leel Show will be on with reactions to the All-Star game, plus very more music. Y'all know how it goes, pop culture topics. And this Thursday, In the Huddle, episode 2 with Kenny C and Lil, this Thursday, 6 p.m. on the WSUCFM.com website. It won't be on 90.5 like the show is now, just on the website, WSUCFM.com. And we'll be getting y'all ready for the All-Star break, the festivities. Y'all know it's about to go down. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to see all my episodes and all these episodes that you missed at Real Leel Sports. Once again, Real Leel Sports. Actually, I just changed the name last night, so it's Real Leel TV. My fault, y'all. Real Leel TV, RealLeel TV. Definitely subscribe to that. And until Thursday, if you tune into the In the Huddle. And if not, till next week, y'all. We out of here.